Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining me again. I'm Rob Booker. I've been a trader for 17 years. I'm the author of Adventures of a Currency Trader and host of the Traders Podcast. But today, I want to talk about science. Not really. I don't know anything about science. I do want to talk to you about low volatility and high volatility. I just built a robot this morning, or the specifications for a robot, that is going to use low volatility and high volatility, and I want to share with you how that's made. And then maybe next week, we could give that robot away to those of you that are watching on the YouTube channel, maybe as a reward for subscribing. I don't know, we'll figure out something, but I think you're gonna like it. And here's what I've got on my mind. I was up all night last night, not all night, but most of the night. And here's what I was thinking. I realized that this is a commonly known law of trading. Remember we talked about earlier this week about the correlation between something happens and then something else occurs, right? You remember that? We talked about that this week. Well, here's something that really strikes me as interesting. And you probably have already heard this before, but it just captured my attention. Price consolidation. When price gets into a box and starts traveling inside of a box, right? It's banging against the sides of the box. When price is traveling inside of a box and it's just bouncing around inside of that box, it's winding itself up. Traders are getting like super excited about whatever's going to break out. There's no trend. Maybe everybody's sleeping. Maybe it's an inactive session of the market. Maybe it's a holiday. I don't know. We're going to get to that in a minute. But when price is consolidating, you know what generally happens next, right? When price is consolidating, eventually, we have some kind of giant, substantial, massive breakout. Now, you already know that. You're probably saying to yourself, Rob, I already knew that. Well, okay, that's fine. I knew that too. But I didn't realize that there could be some refinements done to this that make a huge difference. Now, I want you to think about your favorite financial instrument and consolidation. That's what I did last night. And here are some things that I found out. Now, I'm going to probably have to move this microphone closer so that I can draw on here and you can still hear me. But check this out. This is what I discovered. The instrument matters. I found that the US dollar Mexican peso was totally brilliant for this. But guess what else also matters? The time frame mattered. The 5-minute time frame was garbage. The consolidation that led to a breakout led to like a false breakout and then a stop out and then another breakout and then another stop out. And then I wanted to rip my head off and I was like, well, consolidations and breakouts don't work on the US dollar Mexican peso. So I switched over to the daily time frame. And then we had a breakout, a fake move, and then another breakout, and it would work. And I needed 2 times to get that trade to work on that. Okay, so I went through this entire round of experimentation, and what I arrived at was something really interesting. And I'm going to share this with you all next week, probably on Monday, but as you know, at the latest on Tuesday. What I found is that the US dollar Mexican peso on the 60-minute chart, using the ADX as a filter or a method of determining consolidation on the 60-minute chart, leads to super high probability and successful breakouts when on a lot of other time frames and even other currency pairs, I would have to look at a completely different combination of elements to try to get a system that works as well as this. And in fact, this turned out to be, if not the highest probability breakout system that I've ever done. Maybe the second highest, maybe the third highest, but super substantial. And I'm going to just call it the UMEX breakout or the peso breakout. Not to get into politics, but I guess this could be the wall, and then the peso could be breaking out of the wall. Okay, that was probably not in good taste. But anyway, this is coming next week, and I want to thank you for subscribing and watching and liking these videos. Subscribe to the channel because the people here on YouTube are going to be the first to know when this comes out next week, and I will do some kind of offer so that when this comes out next week, this robot is available to you free for a limited time. All right, I'll see you next time, everybody.